Hello everybody, I'm Kothor the Barbarian and welcome back to the Gaben Gauntlet, number 55, Virtue's Last Reward. Tonight we continue our seemingly never-ending journey to beat all my Steam games, which the current total sits at 362. I always forget the number. 362. At the end of every game we have a raffle and you guys pick the order in which we play these games, so let's go ahead. Dive back into Who Done It, the anime. Do you believe in this new Shaggy meme? I know not of a new Shaggy meme. I'm usually pretty up to date on these memes. But the new Shaggy meme has eluded me. Please enlighten the class. Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is going to possibly be... What? What? Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. Wait. No, hold everything. Hold everything. Fuck's my game capture. Hold everything. Hold everything. Hold everything. Hold everything. Hold everything. Mortal Kombat 11 Shaggy DLC requests get response from Ed Boon. Oh, so they're putting out a petition. Oh, Jesus Christ. Update, Mortal Kombat co-creator responds to Scooby-Doo. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. It responds to Scooby-Doo DLC for Mortal Kombat 11. Let's see what he says. Ed Boon, let me know how that works for... We want Shaggy. Let me know how that works out for you. Well, Hellboy and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles worked in Injustice. Negan is in Tekken. This could work. Ed Boon, high, low, mid, grab. I will mix your shit up in fighting games. Oh my god. More. Sign the petition. Have we signed the petition? Sure, how do we sign the petition? Let's make it happen, people. Done. No, I'm not chipping in $5. No. Alright, well, we've signed the petition. Let's make it happen, people. Alright. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're playing a video game, aren't we?
We can do this. Let's go.
Scooby, we're too powerful. That's like, I feel like this is like some like salty bet shit. Fucking Mugen up in here. Shaggy in Mortal Kombat 11. Only if we can get Ronald McDonald too. Dark Donald. Great potato ass motherfucker. It is, baby. Yeah, it's basically Scooby-Doo. It's basically the murder mystery, and we're trying to find the guy in the mask. It's actually a lot like Scooby-Doo when we just say it like that. Alright. So what were we doing? That's right. He set up us the bomb, and we're trying to find the codes or find the bombs. Ultra Instinct Ronald McDonald, because why not? We all took up on a run, heading to different parts of the building. That's right, we just got the Alice Lord drop, and Dio set up us the bombs. All our searching has turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Tickety-tickety-tick. Well, damn! Well, damn, we're fucked! Then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. Well, we didn't even have time to say goodbye. You had 30 minutes to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How did we end up this way? And then a blistering wave of heat like the surface of the sun itself wiped up any lingering thoughts. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. What, no Valhalla? Literally 2 minutes from the end of this tree. Oh well. There was no way for me to know that. Oh well. It's fine. Bomb ending get. Well, GG everybody, timer stop, that's it. GG, write up a review, let's go. Okay. Four more to go. Alright. Wait, this one opened up. Who set up us the bomb? I guess that's really the only... Oh, this one opened up too. Who planted the bomb? I'm suspicious that this one is the final path. I don't know that for sure, but I suspect it is. You never had a chance because the room with the password input device wasn't opened, right? So, we don't have the thing yet for the lion. So yeah, this is, what do we need for this one? 5 minutes of life. Oh yeah, that's where we're like about to pass. Oh, but wait, but we know where the antidote for that is, right? So shouldn't that one be unlocked? Because we know what the antidote for the numbing agent, for the muscle relaxant is. Oh well, whatever. We really only have one real choice here. Technically we have two, but we'll go this way. Who set us up the bomb? It was you! Objection!
Huh? What?
I know who did it.
How can there's no...
I know who set the bomb, that person. He keeps him in that fancy coat. It was me. So, what? Dio.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Am I high? Yes, high on life, baby. About to find out. Sorry, Kay. But could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him,
Knock it
I
off,
promise.
Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs. Why are you getting so worked up anyway? You really said that a search will show that, and I'll look like an
Nice
idiot.
try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs? Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrma... what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know, baby. I know about Free the Soul. I know about Bro.
What the hell are you talking...
I can tell you the details later. There's no question that you were the one who set up the bomb.
The fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Huh? Oh, dear, tell me. How does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about Brother? How would you know if his age is... How do you know what his age is if you haven't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs.
Zero's AB plan, exactly. His plan, like I'd said earlier, this at least more or less confirms my theory that this whole nonary game is set up to stop the plague from happening, and that's why he's here, to stop Zero's plan. I don't know how he found out about it, but whatever.
If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB
What's
plan.
that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no. I leapt toward him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please, calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
Well, we have 3 of... Okay, so the way at least it went last time is... Okay, so let's assume he ends up killing himself again. So what's probably going to happen is we'll be able to convince the final bomb password out of him, and then we'll have all 4, and we'll be able to stop the bombs. I'm pretty... in this timeline, I think we have... I can't remember if this is the timeline where we have the tool to hook into the bombs or not.
So,
but anyway, let's continue.
believe me, there's plenty more where this came from. Now that we've cleared that
Right.
up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
He's gonna blow it up anyway, so... Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off!
No.
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
Tenmyoji!
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing.
I'm not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
What?
Just as Dio's eyes twitched down the device in his hands. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed. Oh, Tenmyoji, you sneaky bastard.
Yeah!
Tenmyoji's a vicious little guy. He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Uh-oh. Better not have gotten too far away from him, though. Shit, not good.
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have
What?
it anymore. Uh-oh.
What's happening? There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how
What are
it
you
works.
saying?
Detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown.
I guess
You can
that's
go
still a
ahead and
better
destroy
option,
the
though. You
detonator
want that
if
to
you
happen,
want.
because otherwise he just instantly blows them up, as opposed to them going onto a countdown. So that's still preferable.
Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
Emergency deactivation.
None of
pass.
us know them, though.
Right. None of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is EQD-DYR-NTK.
Let's check our notes here. Let's see. EQD. Lots of Q's. D. YRNTK. YRNTK. TK, not D. Yeah. NTK. Yes. Yes. NTK. Yes.
Bomb number 2.
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input?
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
I think, let me think. 3 is in the crew quarters. I think 1 was in the comms, was in the reactor room, and 2 was in the lab. I think that was... We don't know where 0 is. Oh no, wait, 0's in the tree area. We do know where they all are. Yeah, we know where they all are. I can't remember which order. Anyway, yeah, we know where they all are.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving.
Moving on.
To where?
What? I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
Wait, I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned. He's trying to take his cyanide pill.
Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He struggled, but I wasn't gonna let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his own.
Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
But then the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
No, if we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing,
Shit.
Luna? Go! Right.
She has a point. Can't have him around. I might as well just let him take the goddamn
Okay,
pill.
I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
Seriously.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, Right. Here goes.
As I began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand over. There it was, just as I'd expected. Small, unassuming capsule. So I would just let him take the goddamn capsule, because then he could die, he could take his bracelet, and then if you had to, you could move on with the white doors. I would have just let him kill himself, me personally, but whatever. I guess they want to keep him alive. Stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. I don't know, you might want to keep that. Might have been useful.
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
20 minutes or so. The same.
So, what do we do?
Kind of interesting how both times. Even though we were in kind of different situations, it timed out perfectly at 30 minutes till the white doors open. Kind of odd, but whatever. Put in those passwords and stop the
We
bombs.
searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do.
That
then.
is?
Split up and find it, unless any of you have any other suggestion. Just with silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
All right. No point sitting around until those things actually go off. We've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not. All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Yes, he could spill the beans more alive. That is true. But if the mission is to disable the bombs, you don't want Dio around fucking with you. So you gotta disable them somehow. I agree with Phi's logic. Yes, it'd be nice to get more information out of him, but you need to deal with the bombs at hand. So he needs to be incapacitated in some form.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
I guess they could have just thrown... I don't know. I don't think the treatment room's in this timeline, so they couldn't have thrown them in one of the pods. Quick refresher on this timeline. There's no one dead yet. Alice and Quark were cured with Excalibur. However, Sigma cut himself, restraining one of them, and his hand bled white. Luna saw the white blood and voting booth and talked to you in the bee garden. Okay, that's this timeline. Thank you for the refresher. In Alice's route, you only found bomb at 2 and 3. We found a 0 and 1 before, though. At least throughout our playthroughs. In this route, I don't know how many we found. Obviously, we haven't found 2. But there's one in the biodome, the garden, or whatever. There's one in the garden, one in the lab, one in the crew quarters, and one in the reactor room. Really? I thought we'd found them all. Unless it was the same one moving around, and I just wasn't... Okay. I didn't think we'd found the 0-1, but wasn't that where all 4 of them are? Unless they change locations, depending on the timeline. I guess, actually, that would make sense, because certain doors wouldn't be open, so they would change locations. Yeah. Different places you go to... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. First, we need to find our input device, which I don't know if we're going to find it on this timeline, but I guess we'll see. So who's left that we need endings from? We need Quark, Phi, me, Luna. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quark, Phi, me, Luna, and brain fart. Quark, Phi, me, Luna. Quark, Phi, me, Luna. That's it. Yeah, because we have 5, so those are the only 4 we need left.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it.
The password thing was in the reactor safe, if I remember correctly.
I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else. If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it out by then, was there really any point in meeting up again? Archive pantry at Bee Garden. His voice sounded familiar, eh?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise.
Goddamn, look at all the
You know what
roles
they
we
say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? No, that's not a thing. It doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
What? Who said I want to see you in a swimsuit? Oh, I see. Well, I admit I'm a bit
All right.
curious.
Looks like we're on the same page.
Sure, I mean, yeah.
Hey, get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
If you're bad at this, please stop. Yeah. Check the time on my bracelets, so I headed out to the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good. Damn. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. Clock. I broke into a run. That's a good idea. Oh, right. I was expecting random dialogue before the door. What did I say? Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what we're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a long time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. In any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Luna, you're still here.
Yes, the others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. This isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find the input thing so we can turn off
Really?
the bombs. Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me. So I stayed behind because I thought I might be
Let's
able
use
to
the
help.
atom. Fuck it. Come on. Let's do it.
I guess I shouldn't have done that.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Goodbye.
No, stay. I want to use the atom and find out if I'm a robot or not. Or maybe I just have a fake arm. I don't know. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it
Not
take?
more than 5 minutes or so.
You know, it's only a third of our life left. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. You sure
Yes.
only 5 minutes? Okay, let's do it. Analyze my body. Up and down. And then down and up. And then up and down. And then down and up. I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me. Slowly and methodically. Sexually. No, wait. In a few minutes, she was finished. Oh.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well... It says you're not a robot.
I'm not a robot! Wait, then who's the robot?
You're human.
Yay! Why am I oozing white? Like Bishop from Alien. I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
So I have a fake arm? Or I have like I have an exoskeleton? What am I?
You're part machine.
Okay. What
Look
do you say?
here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
Alright, so I got the fake arms. Whatever.
They're made out of a titanium alloy.
So we're Jax from Mortal Kombat. It all comes back to Mortal Kombat, really. We're just gonna rename this game DLR Mortal Kombat 11. We've got everybody, it's fine. Got Jax, Scorpion. What did you miss? Oh, you missed everything. It all happened. It's just everything. Apparently we've got robot titanium arms.
On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT. Your arms are cybernetic.
What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. I know they weren't always like this when I was a kid. I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why had somebody replace my arms? Maybe I was one of the frozen boys and my arms, like, there were complications and I lost my arms in the freezing pod, so they had to give me robot arms. It's about the only thing I could think of. Does that mean we could do like a rocket punch? Sick. Okay, let's say you're right, my arms are cybernetic. I'm pretty sure she is right, she just scanned you with the medical thing. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelets coming
No,
off?
unfortunately you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body.
Sigma Frozen Boy, yep. Best popsicle ever. I will say, so I went, quick sidestep, I went back and I rewatched my own review of 999, just because I'd kind of forgotten the things I had said about it, and I just kind of wanted to remember how I felt at the time I beat 999. And one of the things, one of the positives I'm going to say about this game over 999 is I like our character better. Sigma, I think, is a much better character than Junpei was. I feel like he has more of a personality and his own individuality, whereas Junpei was kind of way more generic. So I'll give that a plus to this game.
Which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
'Cause you installed them, didn't you? You accomplice of Quark.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
an
right,
answer.
but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain. Don't you know how that feels?
I do know how that feels. So she's got a morphogenetic field with... I assume we all have morphogenetic fields with somebody. Wait, Junpei's back in the third game? Oh god, they bring back Junpei?
How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs? I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
Time? I pressed the buttons on my bracelets and felt my stomach drop. Oh, rip. 1 minute. I've only got 1 minute.
Sigma, there's one last thing.
Oh, tell me something, tell me something, tell me
I was
something.
given very specific instructions.
Were you now? I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnatural, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please
She's the
pay
robot?
attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun,
The other part of the password.
remember GTF DML 016.
Oh, check our memos here. We got we better. That's kind of like if we give it a lion's mane, you know, we'll remember that that's the lion and maybe some fangs. Yes, the fanged penis. Yes, perfect. Now we'll remember. GTFDM. DML061. Six. One. GTFDML061. GTFDML061. Okay.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
Oh, did the red dog become a man? No, no, no. It's a lion. You see, it's a lion. It's got a mane, and it's got sharp, bitey bits. This key, the first gate
There
shall be
you go.
open to you.
I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting. Before she can answer. It's the first gate key. The world exploded into noise, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Don't we have the second piece already? I already forget what it was. I don't know. Sigma end? That was my ending? Oh. Oh, there we are. Hey. I was expecting our ending to be the last one, but okay. Do we have the pieces? But you wrote down the first gate as 061 instead of 01. Oh, did I? Whoops. Darn my brain.
There's no one here.
Oh, oops. Yeah, the Sigma ending where everyone dies all at once. I mean, the Clover ending.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
Also true for Allison, yes. Oh yeah, the milk of yeah. We had to check our long-term memory because that was a while ago. The milk of Vault.
A lion. A son?
Park is missing. Old woman, DOK, Luna, Alice, Tummy are all dead. Oh yeah. This is one of like everybody's dead but us. Yo, Phil and Fidel, 20 months in a row. My God, it's been 20 months already. That is insane. Phil and Fidel, thank you so much. And you, and only you, are now the mightiest of barbarians. Thank you so much for that continued support, Fiddle. At least one of those is not... Yeah, we're pretty sure Quark is not dead in this one, I think. Quark is missing, yeah. Clover is also dead. Okay.
You probably can't...
Why don't
Sure,
you put something
I'll
in?
give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about... We can't get anywhere with it. See if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all, shall we?
I turned head off towards the bookshelf, leaving me alone at the desk. I felt compelled to stay. I found myself staring at the screen. Lying behind the sun, lying behind the sun, lying behind the sun. Memento mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun, remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Let's be the ninth lion. Then maybe... Oh, I reviewed the security footage. Remember death. Remember more. Remember. I guess she said this is the key. I'm guessing that's the password and this is the ID. Milk. EVOL. GTF. DML. Oh shoot! No! God damn it! I hit escape. All right. God damn it! I hit escape. I didn't mean to. Damn it! I can review what Kay said. If you find the two-headed lion, key to gate 2. Key to gate 2 part. Oh, so maybe this is gate 1 and this is gate 2, perhaps. That would make sense. GTF. Oh, oops. GTF. DL. 6. Hey. Whoa. It's gibberish. Fi, come over
What's
here.
wrong?
I
What?
got in.
How did you figure out the login?
I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just know these things. Settle down, silly. I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
You sure? It might.
What?
Look, just forget about that. Come take a look
Sure,
at this.
fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? I just knew that. Are you saying I just knew is not a good enough answer for you, Fi? We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes, but no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Damn right
And the
I'm
AB
not.
game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here.
So one begs to ask, why do Kay and Luna know the password, parts of the password to this thing? Why were they instructed to give them to me? Obviously, they're part of this. They are part of the effort to trigger the morphogenetic field of this game and they're trying to help me out. So they're part of this. I don't think they're zero, but they're at least accomplices or aware of what's trying to be done. Luna knew too much about Radical 6, and she knew to give me that password. Kay he's still a bit of a mystery. I don't know why he had my face. I still don't understand that, why K had my face. Yeah, Radical Knight. Radical! It's supported by the fact that they will only tell you if they're about to die alone with them. Yeah. Right. Exactly. They knew they were about to die and they had to try and pass that on. So they know about the morphogenetic field. They knew I had to have that information. Yeah. So, yeah. So, alright, let's continue. So, I don't know. So, yeah, Luna and Kay are definitely involved in this. They're at least accomplices. There's a Zero, but Zero has his minions. And Luna and Kay are definitely part of it. Imagine if they used Radical 9 to mean 3.
Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she asked for. Research returned several files. After examining them for a moment, I opened one. Golem unit. These are proc specifications for a golem.
Looks like it.
So was GTF dealing with a golem's
Don't
ID?
ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do.
It's called Radical 6. It actually does mean the math version, because that's how you perceive the world under its effects. That is true. Interesting.
Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here. Yeah.
Luna. Why is there a picture of Luna in this file? Luna's the robot!
There's something written underneath it.
I knew it! Luna's the robot. At least, she was one of my early suspicions of being a robot. Of course, I was all over the place with who I thought was the robot, so I'm not even going to claim, like, aha, I knew it. Because I was all over the place with who I thought might have been the robot. That really threw me. So, yeah.
It says, appearance after application of ABT.
Yeah, I know. I claimed everyone was a robot. Everyone is Zero. No. I stick to my guns that I think Quark is Zero. I think Quark is Zero. I suspected Luna, but turns out Luna is an accomplice of Zero, so I was not too far off. Pistol McAwesome with that 20-month sub. Thank you so much, Pistol McAwesome. You, and only you, are now the mightiest barbarian, quickly dethroning Phil Fidel. Thank you so much for that resub. Marcus Robot Zero. It says appearance after application of EBT. So... So perhaps K is a robot as well? And... maybe Luna was a robot that gave me my robot arms. And maybe my face was... I don't know. Let's move on. Get wrecked, Fiddle! Sorry, Fiddle. ABT.
There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin. With truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell.
I always thought Luna and Kay were the most, at least a lot of their behavior was the most robotic. Although I really did think Phi might have been a robot for a while, just because of her strong strength. I don't know. Like you said, I claimed everybody was a robot at one point or another. So, I'm not going to take any sort of credit for that. That was a spread shot of accusations, if there was ever one. Just want to toss out that resub before you pass out for the night. Have a fun time at the bar and ready to kick off my weekend tomorrow morning by sleeping in and playing on my PS4 tomorrow. Good, stay indoors, don't go outside, it's gonna be cold as fuck. Have fun, Pistol McAwesome. Take care, buddy. You have to say something about the people with you, huh?
See, right in the middle.
Right in the middle of us. Yeah.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID.
It must have been what Was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
It's actually supposed to be much more. We're talking up from 5 to 20. Well, that is better. There, in my area, I think we're going to get... I think the schools are going to delay by 2 hours, so hopefully I'll get a nice, easy morning. I'm looking forward to that.
Probably. Look, at the bottom of the screen it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission. You think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
She's still operational. Why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game.
So we're gonna go look for a stick or do the witch? No, stick is for fog. Maybe they have a different stick for wind chill, I don't know. Yeah, Real is literally in like the center of frozen hell right now. That Arctic blast is like sitting on his head.
All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
He's in Canada, north of Detroit. All of a sudden you look down and you see a tourist crawling toward you. You reach down, you flip the tourist on its back, the tourist lays on its back, its belly baked in the hot sun, beating its legs to turn itself over. But it can't, not with your help. But you're not helping. Why is that? What? If you remember the story from Chinese Room Gold told you, a lot of it applies to Luna. It's kind of like Chinese Room.
Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say...
Got minus 40 wind chill? Ugh. It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
Yo, what up, David? Because you are Satan backlight. When did you figure it out? That she was a golem?
Right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. Well, I told you about what happened with Golem in the pantry. You said something about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese...
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Question from the Voight-Kampff test. I don't know. It's cold as balls, but it's always cold as balls this time of year. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just knew it?
Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
This is the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. Whoa, wait, what the hell?
You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, if no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Of course, Luna's the one who opened the AB gate. Oh.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look. What are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016.
And where have we seen that before?
Oh. Oh. No, that's bad. You say it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
Crew quarters. Of course I remember. Uh-oh. Our balls truly cold if your body runs at a warmer to high temperature. They retract to keep warm too. Yes, they do. If you have we could Oh, she's gone. I mean, let's get a good look here. Clearly, I mean, we gotta put a main and bitey bits on this one. Oh, this one looks pretty shriveled. This one might be cold. It's shrinking and retracting to stay warm, so yeah. Yep, confirmed. Science is true.
Yeah.
Right. Why? Why do Luna? Why would Luna...
I trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Right. Off we go then. So then where is Quark? Luna's just a pawn of this, so then... Quark has to be 0. He has to be. Maybe. So who are we even against? I don't even know. Me and Fire were together. I can't remember if we were up there.
Please retry with...
Oh yeah, forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, it's her bracelet. There's 3 in this room. Stepped outside. Set Luna's bracelet down and then headed back into the AB room.
2 minutes remain.
Alright, go ahead and hit the start button.
Yeah, go ahead.
Might as well hit betray. No reason to hit anything else.
Wait, Sigma.
Uh-oh. Luna.
One minute remains.
Wait, what the hell's going on? Why is
She's
Luna here?
probably planning on participating in the game.
You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms? How's she going to vote?
Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She got 7 BP,
Yeah.
right?
Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now.
You know, 7...
Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP.
Oh, so we all have 7. Or we could all leave together.
She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game.
Whoa,
9,
interesting.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
She trusts me, though.
One.
She trusts me. I trust you, too.
Round 3. Results will be displayed.
Even if you killed
in the
Clover, I
warehouse.
trust you.
Thank you for your Ambidex.
Hey, Sig, are you insane?
Yep.
Why the hell did you choose ally?
Oh, I mean, we can talk about it later. Right now... She's gone. Where'd she
That's
go?
odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then... she didn't vote? There it was. Thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have
Then
voted.
she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from. Please stop.
Yeah.
the results.
Let's go have a look.
Dunk. Just Rip, rip, oh. Rip, rip. Hey! We can all leave, yay! Big happy family, yay!
Points have been assigned, or please.
Sula didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. The other 6 got penalized. Here's some more AB. So I guess, well, of course, well, no, because do we have Quark's bracelet in this timeline? I think we do. I think we have Quark's bracelet too, or his bracelet came off. I can't remember. 999. Here are some more AB rules for you. Not very part of the area. Yeah. Everybody gets penalized. 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah.
Okay, there's my answer.
That means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? Were you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him
You
here.
sure?
On defense.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too,
Luna.
right?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys.
Fine, I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair, just like before, but Phi had changed to a red solo. Didn't really matter, though. Both our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door, we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. Alright, let's find this little bastard. Rip. 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 So does that mean Luna killed Dio and Kay in the game room as well? Did Luna even kill him? Yeah, that's a fair question.
There's something I want to ask you. There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yeah, according to the map, that's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? Pulled it, and it only opened one of the doors. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock? Yeah.
Open. Who the hell opened it?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Luna.
Alright, let's head in.
Maybe since she's a golem, the original door opened for her. Or the Golem Bay door opened for her. Heck are
I think they're treatment
the
pods of some sort.
Open. What med pods? Even if I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why. But I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
On the left, is it being
Glass
used?
is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Let's crack her open then, like an egg.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like one of those Kinder Egg surprises. Is there a toy we can put together? Quark. We don't know about the medicine for the Radical 6 in this timeline, I don't think. Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse.
This is it.
Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod display had given us a little information on this condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic which had put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
What about Luna? She was so nice. She's a friendly robot murderer. Is it okay for us just to leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think
What?
about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And
016.
what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID. Why would Clover know that, though? Sure it's not 910? Why would
Where did
Clover
we find the
know
old woman's corpse?
Why would Clover know Luna's product ID? In the AB room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
I know, why write the product ID instead of the person's name? Why not write Luna? Why 016?
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer?
Quark. No, that's just
Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true,
It was Tubzilla all
she's
along.
basically
I
a
knew
puppet
it.
of Zero Juniors.
You're the robot, and you're the robot, and you're the robot.
There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction, or through an action allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
You are the mightiest Robarian. Okay, you're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn, don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
Don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
With a heavy, labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Vi slipped through. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform, the kind used to move industrial cargo. Vi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms. Oh no, I'm running back in!
Huh?
I gotta know about Luna. We gotta get the Luna ending, I guess that's this. Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. You idiot!
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain.
Sigma, what the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Fi. There's something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma, listen to me! You can't do this!
I kind of can. It's okay. I'll just die and resurrect in another timeline. It's fine. It's fine. It's all quite complicated, Fi. I'll explain it later. lion eats the penis, and then, you know, you remember everything, and we'll touch back on it later.
The number 9. This thing as is please.
Alright, where is Luna? I had no regrets. In fact, with finding Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Oh, my objectives. I guess he meant to save them. I don't know. It is the penis. You've caught on to my little wordplay. Yes, it is the penis. Alright, time to go. Luna's waiting. Luna's waiting. In the infirmary, I assume? Oh, nope, in the garden. Luna, I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Ooh. Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
Alright. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Big reveal time. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point being around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
He left... Her left arm had blood splatter all the way up to her elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? I guess it's a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood splatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's not. That's only enough to suspect it. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed
Then
him.
why are you so sure?
Because he confessed. After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
A different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? Hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say Incident P happens, and after that, the timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in a Timeline A on the information I found in Timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you end up back at Incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Most locked end. This is the most locked ending besides the true ending. Yeah, we don't have many endings left. What time is it? Oh, we got plenty of time. Yo, Lammer, what is up? A harump with an axe, that is a scary thing. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up at Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either, but the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. Incident P. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She let Park asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. Shink! He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he couldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in a handkerchief. No, wait, actually, he probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so they used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and his neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back into the AB room that the woman had left. Park would have still been fast asleep, so far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murderers. The other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
Talk about Alice. I'm pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left!
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to kill herself. She used Dio's knife, which she found in the warehouse after the AB game moved and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Tenmyoji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is in the message Clover left, 016. Think about it though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. Really? I felt like it would be really hard to do that, you know? Really? Not just use your left thigh? I guess. Thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. She was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. The key difference in most times for Alice's death is the murder weapon. If it's a scalpel, Sigma could probably stop her in time. If she finds a knife, she can kill herself before anyone knows anything went wrong. Yep. Now about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. That's how I imagined it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. Found the bottle in Kay's robe. He would have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would have been clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kate turned to switch the light off and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kate was hurt pretty bad, but he didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Seems fair. And then he died, so all accounts for all 6 bodies, none of them were your fault.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. I just Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you. I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Rule 1, a robot may not injure a human being or harm
A
harm.
robot without the 3 laws is
Yep. Bunch of metal and plastic.
Sigma.
I have to ask you, can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. And stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, just like last time. I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them.
Yay.
How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well,
Alright,
first,
buckle
yes,
in, everybody.
Theo did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
Doesn't really sound like sneaking, sounds more like you just walked
Yes,
in.
I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Theo wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought
In a
him here?
way. Because his
Why?
presence was an important part of Zero's project. I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So why did he
To
come
make
here?
sure Zero's project failed, his first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms,
5th and 6th?
counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would have been the 6th room, and the one next to it was the
Right.
5th.
After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Zero Jr. controls everything, and he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
And who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do
Because
that?
I was ordered to.
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Don't tell me she's Zero.
Yes, our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility
That piece
presently.
of shit.
He has
dead
been
old
led to
woman at
believe
the
he is
start
doing
was
so
Zero.
undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
But...
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not.
Someone else's Zero or the rabbit is lying. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from
Well, if she's
divulging
not Zero,
anything
it
you know
has to be
about the
Quark.
project to the other participants.
Quark and Tenmyoji were really close. Tenmyoji obviously knew who she was. She was the woman in the research facility with Kay, which would explain Kay's connection to her and Luna. It has to be Quark. It has to be Quark. Nothing else makes sense to me except Quark is Zero.
You must never tell anyone what
If she's
you know
not Zero,
about
then
Dio
I stand
or
by
the
that
body,
Quark is Zero.
or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Unless, like, I'm Zero or something. Obviously, I seem to have some memory issues, so who
After
knows?
that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated.
We'll see. I stand by my theory that Quark is Zero. It's got a few pinholes in my theory, but I think it still stands.
So I still saw everything.
Why not the main character is Zero?
While
I'm
I
not sure
waited,
why not.
I
It's
used-
possible. But I would think I would remember that, but then again, I seem to have some memory issues. I don't know. I haven't seen enough to convince me that I am Zero, but who knows. It might explain why Kay looks like me. That might be the only thing it explains. I don't know.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to
There's a
come
few
out.
pieces of my puzzle missing, so hopefully we'll find them eventually. I'm sure all will be
I think
revealed
she
in
knew
time.
that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
Well, she would have known the answer to the puzzle immediately, so she would have known. She would have been almost guaranteed to be the first out. Now you've seen many more endings than the other day. Are you not entertained? Have there not been many wham moments? There have been some wham moments. I still have some complaints about this game, but we'll get to those at the end. Everything you did because you've been ordered to.
Yes.
It was the old woman who gave you those orders. And is she Zero
No.
Senior? What? If she gave you the
did,
orders,
but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
there was someone
Yes.
else? And that person's Zero
Yes,
Senior?
they worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr., too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will.
They just ordered her to tell you everything, yeah?
They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't
Why?
know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, why did they have to move the body in the first place? Eventually we figured out that the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
Maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
Does that make sense either? If they wanted people to suspect you, why
You're
move
right.
the room?
Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like
Yes.
Alice?
Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife
Yes,
there?
I think so.
But how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though.
Because they have seen the future, indeed.
I know everything that
They have the
happened in the
morphogenetic
facility after my body
fields.
collapsed. Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
Whereas Phi is through the number 9 door with Quark. We shoved her through and came back to talk to Luna and trapped ourselves forever in eternity.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of
Yes.
her orders?
Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
It just slipped and fell into my neck. Flump. Hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in a fight. I get that part. Why Doris says why it did anything
mean
to you.
Because I'm a golem?
Yeah.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you had died? To keep up the facade that you were a human?
No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders too. So to make it look like I had died, he'd turned the power off.
That makes sense.
Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator? That used electric shock to restart the heart, right? So
Yes.
that's why she left? At 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
He just watched
Yes,
her go by?
I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing, but he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
He went to get the knife.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body. It didn't
Yeah,
take
but-
him long to get over it, though.
I would imagine it would. Or he went to plant the bomb. He went to plant the bomb. And maybe get the knife.
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Alright. You'll be able to get through a second
Yeah,
door, right?
but he couldn't find it.
Of course. If I had already taken it
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome.
by then. Why do you want the knife? Was it because he used it to kill the
No,
old
I
woman?
don't think so.
What do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't you want
Do
anyone
you
to see
remember
that?
what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons
It's the name of the organization he
Oh yeah, we
belongs
don't know
to.
Myrmidons in this timeline. What is it, like a club or
don't
something?
think
It's just a gay old club where everybody just hangs around and drinks champagne. And they talk about, they read the Red Book.
I don't really know. I'm
No
afraid
idea?
not.
Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was
Yes.
doing? Then... Wouldn't that mean he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You've got a point there. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess the enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going. Let's just drop a quick save in there. Especially over 30 hours. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through a few belongings Alice had. Lou said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular, he was just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have a particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up. Tenmyo.
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
He let out a yell and leapt towards Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Tenmyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. Squeaky. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Tenmyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off. And Tenmyoji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
God, what an asshole. Fuck that guy.
25 minutes passed and no one came.
Oh, you thought Ace was a dick? Dio, takes the dick cake.
Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
I mean, me, Phi, and K, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. K told us about you. We'd all noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come once the both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
Yeah,
Yes,
sick, right?
almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
She wrote Dio.
Yes.
The thing about Dio is it's clear that he's a dick the whole game. You're expecting him to have a secret and make him all justified, or for him to secretly be not a villain, since it's way too obvious. But he just ends up being a bigger and bigger dick. That dick just grows steadily and steadilier throughout the entire game.
As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
So K sprayed Dio's brace with luminol, then, while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Spritz, 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 and chop. And stab. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so K turned around and stabbed Dio with a spear. Fuck you, Dio. I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did K get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
That's when we found the luminol. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay.
That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Definitely not the only person who thought he was too obvious to be the bomb guy, especially after playing 999. You think you're genre savvy by ignoring Dio's obvious dicketry, and by being genre savvy, the game tricks you. Yeah, it kind of pulls a double fake out on you. Well, what do you think? Was a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
Why did Tenmyoji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was. Do you remember
When?
when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah. When he sprayed us with Lumino, right? Sure, I
Right
remember
after
that.
then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room,
Yes.
right? Where Quark was
Right.
sleeping?
It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief,
Yes.
right?
The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet
I
off?
took it off. Aluminum
How?
foil.
Aluminum foil? Stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Huh?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood.
Huh.
Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're all
I'm guessing that information could be valuable in another timeline. Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart
Yes.
has stopped. Holy shit! It was that easy all along?
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
But if she's there to play the game, maybe he's about to answer this for me. If you're here to play the game and pretend you're one of us, why do that? Why do that? Silly human doesn't know about foil. Tinfoil hats do work, apparently. Why was Quark in the pod to begin
Oh,
with?
that's easy. I put him there.
When did you do
Remember
that?
when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to
Yes.
the treatment pod? Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center
No,
too?
I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So it was Zero
That's right.
Junior? He reactivated your body too, right? He had to save Zero Senior. He had to. I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady had told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. There's a slight possibility that Tenmyoji is Zero Senior, and that he just ordered Zero Junior to protect Quark. There's a possibility it's Tenmyoji, but I'm not completely convinced. So
Tell you
gonna
what.
Tell me? Isn't that obvious? Tell me what the project is? Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought
To
here?
play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the
That
nonary
was part
game?
of the project.
Hey, well, what was the project? And why did Alice kill
Because
herself?
she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get
Zero
infected?
Senior and the old woman did that. It was a
Why?
necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you say Clover Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually it was the tumor Karen that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets, and they were only wearing those bracelets because of the notary game. The Nori game was part of the project, and that's one more way it killed them.
I get if you want to look at it that way.
Now, what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill
So
her?
that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
Disrupt the project.
And why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
Oh gosh, we still got more. Oh, there's so much more. I guess this... well. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered one way or another by Dio. At first, makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them, or all 6 of them, all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Please, Luna, tell me, what is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero? Okay, that's good.
Sigma, would you hug me?
Aww. Sure. I give great hugs. I got a big wingspan. I could hug all sorts of people. Instead of answering, Runa wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. No, don't hover hands it. You commit to the hug. You commit. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which was suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Uh-oh. Hey, Luna, what the hell's going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber. But after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Yo, what up, Rocco? How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We're making a lot of progress tonight. Learning all kinds of wham moments. I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine.
Teach me this thing to you. It's called love.
A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
Wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I
You
could.
believed in me this whole time. Even
Yeah.
though I look like this?
Of course. I trust you.
Thank you.
We're gonna be spending a lot of time
Thank you
together,
so
so I guess I
much.
better trust you.
I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier about if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it.
Oh shit.
Yes,
What?
that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
Damn.
Yes.
What are you saying?
Very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
What? Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't. If you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna! It's going to be okay, Luna. It's fine. I'm not going to let them do this. You're going to be fine. I promise. Just please don't. I'm gonna become a master of hacking in about 10 seconds here. I'm gonna take care of Zero Jr. We're gonna reason with him. It's gonna be fine.
At least I get to die in your arms. Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor? Doctor? I'm Zero, aren't I? Damn it. One last quiet try and the music box went down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Luna end. Shit, I'm Zero, aren't I? Fuck. I'm more mad that I might be wrong than anything. I just wanted to be right so hard. I wonder if it would take us... So what was this? Ally. That's a good place to leave it. But I still got like 10 minutes left. Fuck it, let's just keep going. We got 10 minutes left.
Two minutes.
I'm guessing since we picked Betray, this time we're gonna actually leave. Yes, I know. You know, just a minor design complaint. If you're gonna revisit a choice spot like this, maybe just go right to the Ally Betray. Although if you have to revisit, depending on, yeah, I guess it's not bad to have a recap, but it's not that big a deal. Minor complaint. Like, really minor. Luna. Where's Luna? Looked out the door, ran towards the AV room, but... she's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates... There's no way she could have left already.
Then... bracelet's still there.
That doesn't make sense. Why would she show up just when we're about to vote? There was no reason for her to come here if she was just going to default.
Reason. Points, please.
Got the tenor. We picked Betray.
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to Ally and the other... 5 of them are dead already, and Quark's bracelet is off.
That means all those penalties are meaningless. Still don't know why Luna showed up, though. There's no reason to just come here
I
to
can only
abstain.
guess at her reasons, but I'm sure it was part of some plan. Who
Plan for
knows?
what?
So what do we do now? Whatever Luna's scheming, we still managed to get 9 BP. Do you want to leave?
No, we can't. We don't know if Quark's safe.
I agree. I hoped you'd... Let's get moving.
Alright, speed along. Yep.
The number 9 door has been opened.
Oh shit, what? Wait. This is the last room we can get into. We haven't seen Luna either. Where the hell did she go?
It will
No, that's not possible.
What's not possible? She only bit her lip and said nothing, then all too soon it was over. Well, who opened the door?
The number 9 door
Did
has closed.
Quark's bracelet have 9? I can't remember. No.
This ends. Thank you. As the game is over, all doors
I'll show you
other
stupid
than
humans
the
for
number
betraying
9
me.
Door. Escape, please.
What just happened? It's all over now, isn't it? We're stuck here forever?
We should go back to the floor. I need to know if the door actually opened or not.
With that, she was off. Yeah. The sigh I turned to follow. Rip. Can't just look at the door and tell if it was open or
True,
not.
but the projection should tell us.
What? Game finished. Result, escape complete. Participants successful. Luna and Quark.
So it would seem.
Luna just left with... How did they leave? Well, she took her bracelets off. I wonder, could anyone pull the lever? I guess not. But they just can't leave unless they have the... Oh. The screen flickered. And Zero Jr. appeared.
Well! Long time no see-ro! Remember your old pal Zero? I'm guessing somebody's hoping for an explanation about what the diddly-o just happened. Because we're such great friends, I decided to make an exception and descend from on high to give you the 411. Aren't you happy?
So what's this explanation you've got?
Well, let's start with little Quark. He was given an anesthetic that put him to sleep. While he was out, Luna carried him through to the other side of the number 9 door.
How'd she open
With
the door?
Quark's bracelet, you silly bunny. It was still in the infirmary. Remember? Luna just hopped over there and picked it up.
So I was right. Quark had 9 BP when the second round ended.
Yup.
Didn't he get penalized after the third
Yes,
round?
he did. But a penalty carrot take away your points. Just your life. The needles popped out and so on, but the points stayed the same.
So Luna took Quark to the door.
Since her bracelet was already off, she wouldn't have suffered
No.
the penalty.
But it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Alright, she's a golem.
All right. I think my...
Okay, well, I got some questions for you, buddy.
Not...
Well, good thing you guys don't have questions for V. That guy's a jerk.
This isn't the alphabet.
You must be feeling pretty good if you're able to joke around like that. I mean, 6 people just died here.
It's not really a big deal. That's just how you humans are, after all. So, as long as you make it, nothing else matters. Am I right?
What? No,
Don't
you're wrong.
screw with us!
It's cool. It's cool. I know you gotta act tough. I mean, you chose betray. That means you don't trust Luna. Right, figures? She's a golem. She might even be a murderer. That's why you were planning to leave her here and bone out, wasn't it? You see, it's all about you. Haven't you thought about how sad you've made Luna? Well, looks like my time here's just about all used up.
Wait, I still have questions for
I
you.
won't wait. I don't like waiting. I waited once, and some half-witted reptile got the better of me because of it. After that, I learned to make sure to value my time.
Tortoise and the hare.
Alrighty then. I'll see you when I see ya. Have a nice trader.
For a few long moments, Fine Eye just stared at the spot at the wall where Zero disappeared. Where had Quark been? Who had given him the anesthetic, and why? We had no idea who killed everyone. Zero Senior's identity, as well as the purpose of the Notary game, remained a mystery. As for our futures, what are we supposed to do now? I hadn't meant to say the words out loud, but there they were.
The tortoise won because he kept going even when it looked hopeless. I think we should do the same. We've got plenty of time after all. We'll give the dead the closest thing to a funeral we can manage. And when that's done, we'll start looking. Even if I never leave this place, I'll figure out why we were here. I swear it.
Looked at the fire in her eyes and nodded. Nothing else, at least we had a purpose. Game over. 03 takes Luna's side. In the other branch, he deletes her for the hacking, but in this one, he forgives it and gets pissed at you instead. Yep. Alright. Well, I think that's a good place. I think that's a good place to leave it for the night. We made a lot of progress. Not a lot left. We've got, yeah, what's this one left? 5 minutes to life. And we've got, yeah, who planted the bomb? So, under my suspicion that this is the final timeline, we'll go ahead and do this one next time we pick it up. So, thank you all so much for hanging around tonight. We're going to call it here. I'll see you all when I see you. I'm going to plan to stream tomorrow, but, you know, life is busy, things happen. But the plan is going to be to stream tomorrow. Probably more of this. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Discord for stream updates. And let me, so you know when I'm going live, if I'm going live. You all take care. Keep being the mightiest barbarians that you can be. And I'll see you when I see you.